Sheriff's Office. And we're here today to talk about a case that has made a little bit of, got a little bit of attention in the media. The case deals with Brent and Brianna Daley. Yesterday, we took a case to the grand jury, and the grand jury returned a true bill, and we filed an indictment. That indictment is for child abuse, a reckless offense, classified felony against both of these individuals. Now, Mr. Daley and Ms. Daley are presumed innocent until and unless proven guilty. The allegations are that the Daleys left their child unattended, and because of that, we took that case to the grand jury. I wanted to mention also, we talked about how safe Pinal County is for children, and we've made it the safest county in the state, just over 3.5 years. And when we see something like this, it's our duty to make sure that we continue to protect our children. And that's the heart of why we're doing what we're doing here today. So I want to thank you for attending. I also wanted to bring to light the decision that was made just recently in another case, and that's the Tyler Cost case, where we had a decision by the Court of Appeals. We had the Arizona Supreme Court come back, and the Arizona Supreme Court gave a stay. They did not give a decision, but they gave a stay, which means that the individuals who were released under what they call the Simpson 2 hearing now have to go back into custody as non-bondable until a decision is made by the Supreme Court. And that decision is something we'll be awaiting while Maricopa County Attorney's Office continues their appeal to the Supreme Court. That's all I have. I'm willing to entertain any questions. I want to give a few minutes to Chief Henry, and you can ask him any questions you'd like as well. Chief?
Thank you, Lando. So, in particular, this case that Lando talked about earlier with the Daleys, that case stemmed from an alleged act of parents out playing Pokemon Go. And everybody knows that's creating quite a stir in this country right now. It's very popular. You can go in any neighborhood at any time of the day or night and watch folks walking around with a cell phone stuck to their face looking for objects in this virtual reality game. It's fun and entertaining, and it brings exercise to people that probably don't exercise sometimes. It's still something you need to be aware of. You cannot go out and play this game and disregard other things that are important, such as your children and other responsibilities that you have. We have more than one case where someone has walked off a cliff to their death because they're playing Pokemon Go. Walking in front of moving cars because they're playing Pokemon Go. Walking until they're dehydrated and having to seek medical attention because they're playing Pokemon Go. Driving slower than normal in traffic at 20 or 25 miles an hour because it's part of this game to hatch eggs or something like that for Pokemon Go, and creating a traffic hazard for everybody else. So as entertaining as this is, as popular as it is, I warn you, and I put you on notice that you cannot be derelict to your other responsibilities in life as you go forward and play this game. There are serious consequences to this if you don't, and by fact that someone was arrested because they neglected their 2-year-old child and went out and played Pokemon Go and put their child at risk or harm is something that's very concerning to all of us. So be watchful, be mindful, be careful when you play this game. Thank you.
I just want to add a couple things to the child safety. We're in the thick of summer, and I know that Bill Montgomery has come out from Maricopa County, has come out several times to talk about the safety of our children and how imperative it is for the safety of our children. I want to emphasize that during the thick of summer, we have a pool that's enticing to our children. Children can drown easily in just a few inches of water. You've got to be careful with your children around water. Children in a hot car, animals in a hot car. Right now is the time where it gets extremely hot inside a closed door very quickly. And within just moments, you can have a child who has a temperature that is so high that can cause death. So you've got to be cautious with your children, especially during the thick of things here in the summer when everybody's enjoying the outside, but at the same time, there's a lot of perils, as Chief Deputy Steve Henry just said. So thank you so much. Any questions we'd be willing to entertain.
The release said that DCS was involved. Is the child in DCS's custody still?
That's something that maybe Chief Henry could answer.
So the child was placed into DCS custody the evening of the alleged crime. As far as we know and the information we have, the child is still in care of DCS.
And was DCS ever involved in any other prior incidents of this couple?
We don't have any knowledge that they were ever involved prior to.
Great. Well, thank you so much.
Sorry, what comes next for this couple now that they...
I'm sorry?
What comes next for this couple after they graduate and that?
Well, there's no more interaction with us unless they commit another crime. However, in the legal system, which is a better question for Mr. Boyles, there is a process. So I'll let him answer that question.
Sure, thanks for the question. The process now is that they typically await an arraignment. At the arraignment, they can enter a plea. Typically, it's of not guilty because they're presumed innocent until and unless proven guilty. And then from the arraignment, there will be other dates, court hearings set for a possible trial, and those dates will be set at the appropriate hearing.
No dates have been set yet for the arraignment?
No, not at this date, not at this time. There's a time frame, and off the top of my head, I want to say it's 30 days, but it has to happen here fairly quickly.
Are they still in custody?
Did they make bond?
As far as custody issues, we won't answer. I won't answer that. Again, they're presumed innocent unless proven guilty. So.
Right, so through the system, yes, they were released on their own recognizance, and now that the indictment's been handed out, the process goes forward from there. Things can change quickly or things can remain the same.
Great. Thank you so much.